Hi, and welcome to Jamie deRoy and Friends. The theater season is in full swing. And to start us off, we have a very exciting revival of It's Only a Play, written by four-time Tony Award winner Terrence McNally. And it's directed by three-time Tony Award winner Jack O'Brien, who, by the way, just gave a wonderful show at 54 Below in honor of his 75th birthday. Congratulations to Jack O'Brien and to the entire cast and all the producers of this company, because it is a runaway hit. It stars two-time Tony Award winners Nathan Lane and Matthew Broderick, Tony Award winner Stockard Channing, Megan Mullally, F. Murray Abraham, and making their Broadway debuts, Harry Potter's Rupert Grint and Micah Stock. This behind-the-scenes comedy all takes place on the opening night of a new Broadway play. By the way, I'd kill for this apartment. Here are some scenes.
I've had 14 hits in a row on the West End. I've won 13 Oliviers and 4 Evening Standards. I want a flop! I need a flop! Somebody tell me, when is it my turn to fail? I can't go on like this, the critic's darling.
Try to hold on for just one more night.
I'm in despair, people. The Emperor isn't wearing any clothes. I'm a fake. My work is a fake. I make this shit up as I go along. I don't know what I'm doing half the time, and when I do, it terrifies me. It's so bad. I'm no good. You've got to believe me, I'm no good.
I believe you. Can we go down now, Julia?
The only flops I've ever had was at drama school. No one liked my production of anything. My Art Deco Electra, my spoken Aida, my gay Godot. But what got me expelled was my Titus Andronicus. I did the whole thing in mime. No dialogue, no poetry, no Shakespeare.
What did it have?
Blood bags. Every time someone walked on stage, splat, they got hit with a big blood bag. God, it was gross.
It sounds fantastic.
It was terrible.
Besides waiting for Ben Brantley, and the Times is what tonight is all about. Who cares what a non-entity like me thinks?
You're not a non-entity, and you're very well thought of.
You're also the most vicious critic in New York.
Throw that in my face.
She reminds me of nothing so much as a female impersonator in search of a female to impersonate.
What a dreadful thing to say about anyone, even a female impersonator.
I said that about the Baby June in the Cape May Playhouse production of Gypsy years ago. It's curious you should remember it.
I was the Baby June in the Cape May Playhouse production of Gypsy.
You changed your name.
After your review, I changed my face.
All my life I've dreamed they'd yell, "Author, author," when I walked into my opening night party. They did, but it was for Tom Stoppard, who was right behind me. All Broadway and half of Hollywood are down there. Steven Spielberg asked me if I wanted to write a screenplay for him. Sure, I said. What about? Good point, he said, and he walked away. An evening like this is every playwright's rite of passage.
There he is, America's oldest living, most promising young playwright. Hello, Peter.
Hey, Jimmy, you came.
I'm the goddamn red-eye.
Oh.
Of course I came.
Maybe I can get through all of this with my best friend here.
It's Only a Play runs at the Schoenfeld Theater. Nathan Lane will be with the play through January 4th. After that, from January 7th on, Tony and Emmy Award winner Martin Short takes over. And now, I first saw Disgrace when it was playing at the Claire Toe Theater. Since then, it has gone on to win the 2013 Pulitzer Prize. Written by Ayad Akhtar and directed by Kimberly Senior, Disgraced is now on Broadway and playing at the Lyceum Theater. It stars Hari Dillon, Gretchen Mol, Josh Radnor, Karen Pittman, and Danny Ashok. In Disgraced, what starts out as what is to be a friendly dinner party escalates into something quite surprising. Here are some scenes.
Isaac, the Islamic tiling tradition is a doorway to the most extraordinary freedom, and which only comes from a kind of profound submission. And in my case, of course, it's not submission to Islam, but to the formal language, the pattern, the repetition, the quiet that this work requires of me is extraordinary.
Repetition. Obliterating the ego. You sound like a post-war minimalist.
The Islamic tradition's been doing it for 1,000 years. Pardon me for thinking they may have a better handle on it. It's time we woke up. It's time we stopped paying lip service to Islam and Islamic art. I mean, we draw on the Greeks, the Romans, but Islam is part of who we are too. God forbid anybody actually try and remind us of that.
What's that like for you?
What?
Security at airports. No, I mean, you hear stories.
I wouldn't know. I cut right to the chase.
He volunteers himself. Walks right up to the agents and offers himself up.
What, to be searched?
I know they're looking at me, so I figure why not make it easier for everyone involved?
I've never heard of anybody doing that before.
On top of people being more and more afraid of folks who look like me, we end up being resented too.
Those agents are working hard not to discriminate, and then here's this guy who walks right up to them and calls them out on it. It's
Pure, unmitigated, passive aggression. That's what my wife thinks.
Maybe she's got a point.
Hey, I think it's kind of admirable, Amir. If everyone was so forthcoming, the world would be a very different place.
It's racial profiling.
Honey, I know what it is.
So, the angel Gabriel shows up.
Angel Gabriel?
Yeah, that's how Muslims believe the Quran came to humanity. The angel Gabriel, supposedly, dictated it to Muhammad word for word.
Like Joseph Smith. Mormonism. No. They say an angel named Marami came down in upstate New York and talked to Joseph Smith.
Moroni, honey, not Marami.
You sure?
It was on South Park.
Recently, I attended the Encore City Center Gala. I was so impressed with the entertainment. It celebrated Rodgers and Hammerstein and Rodgers and Hart, put together by the incredible director Warren Carlyle. Also part of the show was a video of what City Center does with children. I was so impressed and moved that I asked if we could show you part of that video today. Here it is.
My name is Maurice Dubois, and as a member of City Center's Board of Directors, I'm proud that we're creating the next generation of theater goers. But we don't stop there. At City Center, kids learn that art is something they can shape and question. They work with choreographers, they talk to actors after musicals, and they develop their own scenes, ballets, and short films.
The education program at City Center is exceptional, I think because the ownership is in the students' hands. They come in as a student, but then they're really given a lot of responsibility and a lot of freedom to be a leader.
PS 84 New York City Center has had a partnership for more than a decade. We both believe in the same things. We're passionate about the arts. We believe that children should have artistic expression. All of our core beliefs and values are so very similar.
I feel very strongly that the benefits are so tremendous of having arts in the schools. I've been very distressed over the past number of years because the arts programs have gone by the wayside with budget cuts. It's just amazing what doing a dance or playing an instrument or being in a play can do for children.
Hi, my name is Nathan Marie. Take one.
My name is Jocelyn, take two.
My name is Kalia. Take three.
My name is Abdullah.
My name is Mayo. My name is Darlin, take 6. I love City Center because I learn new things like dancing. I never did that before.
My favorite moment about City Center is mostly the dancing. We got to do our own movement, and then the artists of dancing put it together and made it professional, and made me feel like I was professional.
I made up my own move and taught to our students. I think it was something like this. I think it was like this.
My favorite part about City Center is the rehearsal.
It taught me how to project my voice and sing, act, and dance at the same time. I think it was this. Oh yeah, it was this. Spring Foxer.
When our students are working with the artists, one of the components that they work on is building a vocabulary of the arts. And the building of that vocabulary increases the way that they interpret everything that they do, whether it's artistically or in the classroom.
There's a synergy between the arts and other subject areas. For example, I visited Repertory Company High School and saw high school students doing patterns in their dance routines, which reinforced what they were learning in mathematics. The creative process is something that all children can benefit being a part of.
This program is really important. It teaches a lot of skills like acting, dancing, and teaches people how to cooperate. I love just being able to incorporate many people's ideas, and just the way of working together was really fun.
We work a lot on how to plan a story, how to revise your work. So it really supplemented what we teach in literacy in a great way.
These wonderful conversations that we have with our students, with our teachers, with New York City Center to prepare our children for the future and give them everything that they need to be well-rounded and well-educated young adults.
You're talking about the artists of tomorrow, and you're talking about the audiences of tomorrow, you're talking about the producers of tomorrow, the patrons of tomorrow.
After I studied musical theater, now in my class I can stand tall and speak louder to everybody.
City Center made me more confident. They made me believe in myself, because sometimes I didn't really believe in myself, like, oh my gosh, I'm good at myself, but now I actually believe in myself that I can do it.
And something else for children and adults alike is Mummenschanz. It will be playing down at the Skirball Center from November 20th through the 30th. I personally don't have children, but when I saw Mummenschanz, there were kids all around me, and I was charmed. They made my experience all that much better. Here is a little clip of the newest version of Mummenschanz. I was very upset when I heard about a fellow friar who had taken ill. Jeff Parami had been in the hospital for 5 weeks, and he is on a long road to recovery. So some of his friends have taken it upon themselves to do a benefit for him, November 17th at Stand Up New York. The evening is billed as a big fat show for the fat rat bastard. Included are comedians Ross Bennett, Tom Cotter, his wife Carrie Louise, Bob Greenberg, Corey Kahaney, John Pisa, Stephen Scott, Tom Shalhoub, Stewie Stone, and the host, Dave Koenig. Here is the incredibly funny Jeff Parami from a previous Jamie deRoy and Friends.
In the drugs, I tried taking speed to lose weight, but now I eat faster. I used to play racquetball twice a week, but now I can't fit to the little door anymore. Lower him in, he's got 20 more minutes, that fat bastard. I was on that Slim Fast diet for 3 weeks. I went to the bathroom, little puffs of dust came out. I had to use a feather duster when I was finished. Sometimes the puffs of smoke were so big, Indians were calling me. And I try it, but it's so hard to lose weight. No, let me ask you this, is there fat people on the beach in the summer? Yeah. Is there? No, I don't go. Would you get mad if I went on the beach? You wouldn't get mad? I don't go. I got too big. I don't even go to the pools at the hotels anymore. I was in Memphis, Tennessee last November. I had just checked in this hotel, right? Nobody by the pool. I go, maybe I'll sneak down. I get my chair, my blanket, big box of Twinkies, gonna lay out for a little bit. I'm there 2 minutes, here comes some lady with her kid, the kid's screaming, Mommy, Mommy, look how fat the guy is. I was so embarrassed. I got my chair, my blanket, I pick up all the wrappers. And there's the mother slapping the kid. Stop it, she said, stop it, maybe it runs in his family. And the little kid was fighting her going, ooh, nobody runs in his family. So I ate the little bastard, I ate him. So I'm staying in a hotel in Jersey, right? I'm taking a shower. Guess who's in the shower at this hotel? Who? I like this guy. Who's in the shower? What's in the shower in these hotels? So what kind of soap? Liquid. Lady, you're rubbing too fast. Soap. How big was the soap? This big. It was this big. I was in a hurry. It looks like I was taking a shower with a chicklet, like this. What the heck? Fat people don't shower. I hate them. So I had to get more. I needed more soap, right? So I go to the front desk of this hotel. Now I don't mean no disrespect, but these people are buying everything. I go, sir, I'm in a hurry. Can I get some more soap? He starts freaking out at me. I don't know you bad bastard. What about the soap in your room? I said, buddy, please give me a bar. I'm in a hurry. I don't know, my friend. I go, listen, you prick. I need more soap. And you know what? I need another towel. And I yanked the towel right off his head. And when I pulled it, little bars of soap go falling all over the floor.
And now at the Cutting Room, Quinn Lemley brings her show, Burlesque, to Broadway, back for 2 more Mondays, Monday, November 17th and 24th. Here is a look. The Steppenwolf production of This Is Our Youth is now playing at the Court Theater. It's written by Kenneth Lonergan, and this revival is directed by Anna D. Shapiro, who is a Tony Award winner. It's set in 1982 and follows 2 days in the lives of 3 very lost souls. And making their Broadway debuts, it stars Michael Cera, Kieran Culkin, and Tavi Gevinson. Here is a peek of This Is Our Youth. We try to bring you a cabaret highlight because there are so many shows going on around town. And remember, sometimes in specific clubs, there's 2 and 3 shows a night. So always check the website. But here are a few highlights that we wanted to tell you about. First, at 54 Below. Broadway star Christine Andreas appears at the club from November 18th through the 22nd with her musical director and husband, Martin Silvestri. And the very celebrated Ann Hampton Calloway brings her show to the club from November 23rd through the 29th. And for one night only on November 28th at 9:30 after Ann Hampton Calloway is Anthony Nunziata. Now normally you see him with his twin brother, Will, but this time he is striking out on his own. And now a few highlights from the Metropolitan Room on West 22nd Street. For one night only on November 20th, Lynn Henderson celebrates the release of her CD, If We Only Have Love. And then MAC Award-winning Baby Jane Dexter brings a series of shows on Fridays and Saturday nights through November and December back to the club. It's called Rules of the Road Part 3. Check the website. There's lots of dates. They're all at 7 o'clock, November and December. One of my favorite Monday nights is spending it with celebrity autobiography. Well, it's going to be back for one night only on Monday, November 24th at the Triad, Stage 72, with very special guests, Matthew Broderick, Janine Garofalo, Michael Urie, Tate Donovan, and many more. And one of the shows to look out for at Birdland is Hollywoodland, starring Jim Caruso, Jane Monheit, and Billy Stritch. Billed as songs from the silver screen, it plays from Sunday, November 23rd through Thursday, November 27th. And now to the Cafe Carlisle. John Pizzarelli and Jessica Molaski wrap up their gig on November 22nd. After that, from November 25th through New Year's Eve, it'll be Steve Tyrell. And over at 59E59, the Directors Company presents the premiere of On a Stool at the End of the Bar, written by Robert Kaleli and directed by Michael Parva. Now in previews with an opening night of November 20th and runs through December 14th. And over at the Connolly Theater on East 4th Street is Lipsinka, the Trilogy. Lipsinka is one of the best drag artists you've ever seen. He's presenting two of the shows as Lipsinka. Lipsinka the Box Set and Passion of the Crawford. The third in the trilogy is John Epperson, Show Trash, directed by Barry Kleinbort. This is where he appears as himself. Lipsinka the Trilogy is now in previews at the Connolly Theater and continues through January 3rd. And to close our show, The Last Ship with a score by multi-Grammy Award winner Sting. I got to see Sting perform this himself down at the Public Theater a year or two ago. It's been played on PBS. Well, it was very exciting, but now even more exciting to see it realized on Broadway with a full cast, direction, and choreography. Quite exciting. It's written by Tony Award winners John Logan and Pulitzer Prize winner Brian Yorkie. It's directed by two-time Tony Award winner Joe Montello and choreographed by Stephen Hoggett. It stars Michael Esper, Aaron Lazar, Rachel Tucker, Jimmy Nail, Sally Ann Triplett, Colin Kelly Sordelay, and Fred Applegate. The Last Ship plays at the Neil Simon Theater. Here are some scenes.
To love and to cherish, to have and to hold. I'm a hard man to beat, if I may be so bold, and I promise it all by the sweat of my brow. Tell me what say you make now.
In my public moments, I hear the things I say, but they're not me. Perhaps I'll know before I die, admit that there's a reason why I count the boats returning from the sea. I count the boats returning from the sea.
So yeah, swing to the left and swing to the right. Keep your eyes on your partner like you would in a fight. Just keep to the rhythm, follow the beat. The important thing's never to look at your feet. Then a miracle happens, your mind's in a trance. They're all laughing at you, looking askance on the night that the pugilist finally learned how to dance. In a bout where the strategist's bridges were burned, where it seemed that his fortune had suddenly turned. 'Twas a night that the scrapper was suddenly dapper. This poor fellow's heart was still good like the clappers. The night that the pugilist finally learn how to
And what do you got? What do we got? Now what have you got? What have we got? You got out. We got out else. Hey, what do you got? What do we got? What do you got? What do we got? You got out.